What's up, everybody? So, as you saw in the last video, we took this lean-to down, and the previous owner had these windows in, but when he put the lean-to in, it blocked all the sunlight out. I know that this was an afterthought on his part, but now that we've got the lean-to out, it lets so much natural sunlight in. So we're gonna pause any further work on the outside, and we're going to get back on the inside. And what I'm probably going to do today and maybe tomorrow is start putting OSB up on this wall, because we've also done some cleanup over here. And if you look back in some of the older videos, you'll notice there was just a lot of stuff here. Some of it got disposed of. Some of it was my dad's stuff that he had over here while we were working on the house. But these shelves are quite a bit more empty than they were. The air compressor has been stood back up. But whatever is over here needs to disappear. So I don't know if it's going to just take it and kind of put it over here for a while. But these shelves are going to get tore down. These windows are going to get taken out. And we're going to put, these windows in place, the ones that actually open. These are just solid windows. They don't open. And I would like them down a little bit farther, just like those over there. So what I'm going to do first is set up the lasers so I can get a straight line all the way across, and I can lay the bottom sheets in. So that will be the next thing. All right, so I've got the laser set up. You can see clearly that bright green line. This line here will be for plumb. This is level. So down at that end, I've got it set from the floor up. It's about 48 1/4. I want to leave a little bit of room so the plywood's not touching the floor. And over here, you can tell the concrete slopes away, because in this corner it's like 48 1/2 from the ground up. So this edge of the building isn't as level as the other side. It kind of goes downhill, but it's not bad. I mean, 1/4 of an inch isn't terrible for however many feet this is. So I think I'm going to start at that end and start putting up sheets this way, and then we'll go up and put the next sheet up. I am going to stagger them just because that's what we've done on the rest of them. So I guess away we go. All right, so that's the first course up. I might put this piece over here real quick. But from here, it's going to be, the next row up, and I'm going to stagger them. So instead of being a 8-foot piece, it'll be a 4-foot, and then over. And then I think I might just use reciprocating saw to buzz out the windows. Not quite sure at this point, but that wasn't too difficult. I mean, this building is older than me, and it's held up pretty good. I mean, some of these big boards have warps in them, and that wall there isn't quite plumb, because this measurement at the top here from this seam to the wall was like 87 1/4, and that from that seam over to here was over 87 1/2. So it gets a little narrow as it goes up. So that'll be fun once we get these next couple rows up. Yeah, this is going a little bit easier. I've got to run a bunch more screws in. Obviously, I just got them up there to hang the next one. So I'm going to run the rest of the screws in, and then it'll be up from there. All right, everyone. It rained like a mofo just a little bit ago. This whole area had a whole bunch of water standing in it. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. We have OSB up along this wall. I forgot to hit record when I did the second layering up. But all these pieces here, minus this one and those three up there, these were all the pieces of plywood that were reclaimed when we tore down the lean-to. So let me back the camera up. There we go. This is all ready to, well, there's going to be a lot of staples and stuff in this plywood. So we're going to have to go and look and pull some staples. And then it'll be seam seal time and primer and paint. So I'm not going to bother showing you that because I've already shown you that in time lapse. But it's looking good. I mean, this totally transforms the way this end of the garage looks. So, yeah, this will all get painted, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff over here, but it's got to come off the wall. Those shelves have got to disappear. I know I'm repeating myself again. But then we start on that wall. So I'm hoping we can get this done before it gets too cold. So we'll see. Catch you later. All right, guys. So it's a Sunday. It's cold. It's rainy. It's a shit day. But if you remember in the last couple of videos, there was this lumber pile here. Well, all the nails and screws have been pulled out and put up there. A lot of these are like 2x10s, 2x12s. So those are worth saving. We had some 2x4s that we saved. The cars are kind of moved back into where they were before. But I think today I'm going to work on filling screw heads, filling the seams, pulling staples if I find any. There probably will be a lot. But I'm probably going to have to go up here and scrape some of the old, whatever they call it. Well, it's just like basically seams. So I'm going to scrape that off. Yeah, I think that's what today is going to be. I don't know whether or not I'm going to bother recording it because you guys have seen it all before. But we'll see. We'll see what we feel like. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. I was going to just kind of take the day off and play some video games because that's what today just kind of feels like. But if I don't get this done, it'll probably be it'll start getting to be too late in the season to paint. Because this garage isn't heated yet, so I kind of need to get it done while I can. So this is what we're going to do today. Yay! All right, guys, so that wasn't too bad. I thought that was going to suck. But what I ended up doing was just running my hand along it. And whatever caught my hand, I pulled. There's thousands of staples on there. I'm not going to go through and pull every single one of them. It's a garage. most of the time, nobody's ever going to see it. So next thing I'm going to do is do the seam seal. All right, guys. I took a break from recording there because I was getting annoyed. It was taking way too long, in my opinion. I mean, I'm getting more and more impatient the older I get. So I wanted to try something. I wanted to see if there was an easier way. So I looked up online, and DeWalt actually makes a battery-powered. Um, they call it adhesive gun because they don't like to use the word caulking. So we're gonna try this bad dad out. This thing at Lowe's was $215, but they had a deal. DeWalt had a deal where if you bought 2 batteries at $199, you get the tool free. This was $215. The batteries were only $199. I mean, hey, $15 is $15. So we're gonna unbox this thing, plug a battery in, and go back up, see if that works any better. So I'll catch you then. All right, guys, so as you can see at the end there, I ran out. But as I opened it up to take the tube off, I had found, now I threw it away, that this seal had blown out of the tube, and there was more this caulking on the inside and on the plunger and inside here than there was going up on the walls. So I've had to take it apart and clean it. I've got a little more to go. But all in all, I'm still fairly pleased at using this instead of using the hand one. I feel like it went a little bit faster. Have I saved any time at this point? No, because I've still got to, take this apart and clean it. Because, I mean, it's brand new. I don't want to just leave it like that. So I'm going to clean this up, open up my last tube that I've got, and we're going to go back at it. So, yay. All right, guys, so I ran out of caulking. I managed to get not that much done, if I'm being honest. I was hoping to get a little bit more done, but I ran out. The first tube, I think, was starting to set up. The viscosity was way thicker, and I think that's why that seal blew out and caused such a catastrophe. The second tube was much nicer, but unfortunately, I ran out. As far as the tool's concerned, oops, hold on, my hand's in the way. I'm not going to give a review right at the moment. I mean, I like it, but I'm just annoyed with the process in general. It's messy. I don't really know. I mean, other than using like a Bondo spreader or something else, I don't know how to make it any better. I mean, I've just been putting it on and like smearing it with my finger. So if I was left-handed, I could probably operate the caulk gun with my left hand and smear with my right, but I'm right-handed. And I don't know. It's the whole process. There's probably a better way to do it. We'll have to sit and have a think. But it is what it is. I ran out. The place that I bought this stuff isn't open on the weekend, so that's it for today. So see you later.